horn? Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. Horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up, horns up. We are Unicorn Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. We've got some incredible things to look at this morning that are going on right now in our community. Because a lot of people say they come to UFD because maybe they see a live stream, they hear about me, but the reason they stay is because of you. So let's get started by taking a look at some incredible new video footage that came out just yesterday from our friend, the Dark Duster. And let me play this for you. Really, really cool stuff. Guys, this is footage of the new promo car, the Duster, and here we go. Check this out. Unbelievable. Jasper.
Find your horn. Is your horn tingling? Let's rub horns. We are Unicorn Podcast.
There you go. Now you can see the full screen. You know, we might just watch that again. Look at it. Downtown, baby. Wow. Unbelievable. This is what the community can accomplish.
Together, which is Unicorn Podcast.
All right, guys, but it's just not that, because the community is doing incredible things on many different levels. Have you seen this? It just feels like it never ends. I ran into this one last night that I had yet to see. We've got our own comic series going on right now from our friend Astayami 26226. Really cool, right? I mean, check this out. There's like a whole series of comics that they're putting together. What's he say? I'll just read the first one. I've said it from the start. Unicorn fart dust isn't a joke. It's the future. And look at the fox. Seriously? A crypto called Unicorn fart dust? You must be kidding me. Anyhow, I mean, the guy, he's put out a whole series. This one's great as well. I encourage you to check it out. Again, this is from Astayami 26226. So great job. But it's not just that. I mean, what else is the community up to? And I can't even say it all. There's so much going on. But we've got this ad campaign that P kind of spearheaded at Crunch Fitness, where we're going to have like video displays, as I understand it, on treadmills, different machines where people are going to be seeing UFD ads. Those will be new buttercups, new people getting the word out. Think about the promo car. Think about Crunch Fitness. Think about the comic series going on. And there's a sticker campaign. And again, I'm just touching on the surface. So if I didn't mention your individual campaign that you have going, please don't be offended. You will get your day. But we've got a sticker campaign. Really cool stickers being made so that we can paste around cities, around the universe, around the world, right? The good news about UFD. And we got to look at this as well. DJ Litmus has been putting out this Kryptonia series, which is kind of lore surrounding a lot of people in our community. There's me, but that's not the important one. The enchanted realm of Kryptonia. There was a wise and skeptical magician. Okay. Yeah, I've been called worse. There's Ryan Waller. And I forgot to add it. Sorry. Now you see it. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Yep, there's Ryan Waller. Sorry, guys. I forgot to show the appropriate screen. There's the Kryptonia with me. This is, again, DJ Litmus. If we go down here a little further, there's one for Obi-Wanton, the tale of Obi-Wanton, the sage of Kryptonia. So everywhere we look, we've got people doing things that are furthering the reach of UFD. And again, right, whether it's me that gets new people in the door, or it's you doing something, converting one of those buttercups. And you know what a buttercup is. That's someone who doesn't yet own UFD, right? Cryptocurrency, UFD beans, the coin. Whether it's you, whether it's me, right? Whoever gets people into the door, they stay, and they stay because of one thing. That's because of you. That's because of the community. Let's go take a look. I found something we're going to shift gears here for a second and go look at the main economy. Real interesting article came out yesterday on Yahoo Finance about Trump's first 100 days in office. And there we go. We've got that up. This is a chart put together by Yahoo Finance showing the first 100 days of Trump. I think this runs through April 30th. Crude oil down 25%. The MAGS ETF, that's probably the Magnificent Seven, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, the Big Seven, NVIDIA, the Big Seven tech stocks down significantly, 17%? 10-year yield total return down 10%, Bitcoin down 10%, dollar index down 9%, S&P 500 down 7%. But gold, right? Gold, the original form of DeFi, been valuable everywhere for all times, is up by 20%. Very, very interesting situation we're going into. And in a minute here, we're going to talk about what's happening in the economy, stagflation right now, and why that will be what I believe to be like the most fertile environment for crypto prices, also for precious metals prices. And I think they both will do very well because they are both decentralized finance products that are outside of the main fiat money system. Okay, guys. And by the way, before I forget, my disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything, make any financial decisions based on anything that I'm saying today. I want to say thank you to channel sponsor Ledger, right? The cold hardware wallet, cold storage, crypto security leader. Thank you, Ledger. Thanks for everything you're doing to support the entire crypto community, allowing people to safely store their cryptocurrency. And we got some big news this week out of channel sponsor MoonPay. They announced that you can now buy digital tokenized gold on the MoonPay platform. Yes, MoonPay, right? Trusted by 30 million people, 180 countries, the on-ramp into crypto. But now the big news is you can buy tokenized gold on the MoonPay platform. The product is from Tether, the company that's behind the big stablecoin USDT. The product that allows you to buy tokenized gold that's from Tether is XAUT. And what it does is it really combines the benefits of owning physical gold with the benefits of tokenization, the benefits of crypto, the benefits of the blockchain. I want to run out and show you the website for XAUT. It's a great website with a lot of wonderful information, educational about crypto, educational about stable coins, and of course, educational about gold as well. Here it is, Gold Made Easy, Tether Gold. Now remember, this is Tether. This is the company, again, that's behind USDT. And another key attribute to this product is it is backed by real gold. Each one XAUT token is backed by 1 ounce of gold in a vault in Switzerland. And this is LBMA, good for delivery gold. So this, when you own 1 token of XAUT, you own 1 ounce of physical gold. But owning physical gold can be cumbersome, right? Gold's a great investment and it's been hitting record highs lately. But there's some drawbacks to owning physical gold, and the digital opportunity, the tokenized opportunity that you have with XAUT addresses a lot of those. Let's just go down, I'll read through a list because this is important to think about. Okay. Number one, it's easy to transport. Look, if you have 100 ounces of gold and you want to move it somewhere in the world, or you want to take it somewhere with you, it's very cumbersome, it's very difficult, and it's very dangerous, right? Digital gold, tokenized gold solves that problem because the actual gold is in a vault, again, in Switzerland. Easy divisibility. Okay, look at this. You can divide the XAUT token down to 6 decimal points, 0.000001. Okay, really difficult to do that with physical gold. Okay, 24/7 trading with ease. You don't have to wait for a coin shop to open. You don't have to wait for the big electronic gold exchanges to open. With this, with tokenized gold from Tether, you can trade 24/7, 365 days a year. It's redeemable for physical gold, right? It's easy storage. You don't have to worry about where you're going to store your gold. If you have a lot of precious metals, it can be kind of a challenge to figure out, where am I going to store these? Am I going to keep them in a safe in my house? Am I going to put them in a bank safety deposit box? With this, you know that your gold is stored in Switzerland. So I think it's a great product, a great opportunity, something you might want to take a look at. You can go out to the website, but what's even best about it is that you can get to it now from MoonPay. You can buy this directly on the MoonPay platform. And you know, right, 30 million people, 30 million plus people have trusted MoonPay as the on-ramp into crypto. They're in 180 countries. Check it out. I think you'll be interested in what you see when you look at the XAUT from our friends at Tether. All right, guys, let's move on and talk about what's going on in this economy, which, again, I believe is going to be huge for the crypto market in the coming 5 to 10 years. Also huge for the precious metals. But what we're moving into right now, get ready. I'm sorry, you're going to hear a word for the next number of years that you're going to hear over and over when it comes to the economy, and that is stagflation. And we are definitely in a stagflationary environment right now. Now, look, I sat down here. Let me come back and look at you. For those of you who have followed me for years, I sat down here for the last 2 years and banged the table and said, we are heading to stagflation. That will be a great environment for assets that are outside of the fiat money system. To repeat myself, that would be things like crypto. That would be things like gold and silver. The last time we went into a stagflationary environment was the 1970s. There was no crypto, obviously, in the 1970s, but there was gold and silver, and it had the best returns of anything. Unbelievable. Like, I think silver went up 50 times. Gold went up, 17, 27 times in value. Now I put crypto in that same basket, and I think we're heading into a very, very profitable and lucrative period, right? Because the Fed doesn't know what to do. But now even mainstream media is picking up on this stagflation thing. Let's go take a look at an article. Hold on here. Having a little technical problem. I'll be right back. Okay. Here we go. Let's make sure we're all set. Hopefully you guys can still see me and hear me. There's President Donald Trump. Okay. This is from Yahoo Finance, shrinking GDP. So yesterday we got news that the economy actually shrunk during the first quarter of 2025, right? By 0.3%. The expectations were that the economy would grow. So now mainstream media finally, after us talking about it for 2 years, is saying shrinking GDP and elevated inflation puts the Fed in a very tough spot. Let me explain to you why that is. It's a very critical thing to understand, and it's not that difficult. The Fed's in a difficult spot because when the economy is shrinking, what typically needs to be done with monetary policy, and what the Fed does is referred to as monetary policy. What the government does is fiscal policy. What the Fed, right, this guy does, your old friend who likes to print money, Jerome Powell, what he does is referred to as monetary policy. So when the economy is shrinking, what the usual course of action is to lower interest rates. That stimulates the economy and makes money cheaper, devalues the dollar. The problem is, okay, if they do that now, right, cutting interest rates also fuels inflation. So typically what happens is when the economy slows down, inflation starts to come down. So they're able to lower rates and they offset each other. But now we're in this environment where that's why I put him in a box. Okay. You check me. I think 2.5 years ago, I predicted this, right? There's the recession that we talked about, the GDP number that was down. Okay. There's inflation. He is literally in a box, guys. This is no joke, right? Because now, if he cuts rates to deal with the recession, that's going to make inflation get worse than it already is. And we already had inflation that was higher than normal. Now we've got the tariff inflation. So then if they try to cut rates even more, we could have massive, inflation. And then when that inflation hits, what they have to do is raise interest rates. That's how you fight inflation. Well, that makes this worse, the recession. So it's just like they bounce back and forth. And the end result, right, is that people start to lose confidence in the system, like what happened in the 70s, and will move towards assets that are outside of the fiat-based money system. Assets like crypto, assets like gold and silver. So be prepared. It's coming, it's coming to the country. I think we're in for a wonderful, great time in the crypto world. Let's go back, focus back on UFD for a minute and what the community is doing. We're going to check on Emma Bear. And Emma tells us our social dominance update. Guys, we moved back up to number 14 from 16 yesterday. Okay, so keep up the good work, right? I mean, of course, and she points out we're the only meme coin sponsored by MoonPay and Ledger. We're ahead of so many coins that have such higher market caps. We remain, right? We just totally remain probably the best value proposition in the meme coin sector and the deepest, most rooted community by far, bar none. All right, let's go take a look at this. All right, what's our native token doing? Breaking. Solana hits 3 billion in 24-hour DEX volume, 108% more than Ethereum. So Solana, right, which is our grandfather, continues to impress, continues to do a great job. Let's do the duster of the day. Today, we've got a very special duster of the day, our friend UFD Corral. He is working tirelessly on the UFD mission, and he wrote a really nice note that I'm going to share with you guys right now. He says, thank you, Ron. Hold on one second. I'm going to quick sip of coffee. Thank you, Ron. When I got notice that I've been nominated for a Duster of the Day, I was super excited. I'm going to include a note so that members can understand why this means so much to me. Feel free to edit this down as you see fit. On July 4th, 2001, I was sitting in a hotel room waiting to go sign my contract to be an enlisted aviator in the Air Force. When I enlisted, I had 14 months of the most intense, difficult mental, physical training I've ever experienced. 90% was the minimum acceptable passing grade. Anything less than 85 was an immediate washout. I missed distinguished graduate by 0.02%. Got my wings and went overseas. It all started going sideways almost immediately. In late 2005, I got an honorable discharge and left the Air Force. For the next 12 years, everything that could go wrong went wrong, including, am I sharing this? No, I am not. Am I? Yes, I am. Sorry, guys. I thought maybe I wasn't sharing the screen with you. Including things you would not wish on your worst enemies. I lost my wife and kids, my family. I was homeless, penniless, possessionless 3 different times. And finally, in 2017, I washed up in one of the biggest cities in America in one of its worst ghettos. I decided I deserved better. This is important for people going through similar situations. I decided that if I'm playing a game of life where I'm destined to fail, then I need to use my skills, my resources, anything to legally change the rules of the game I'm playing to a game of life that I can win and succeed at. I eliminated anything or anyone that was not pursuing positive things for themselves or their situations. And after 3 years, I was able to retire to a nice house in a nice neighborhood in a nice part of town. And for the last 5 years, I've done basically nothing. For about 10 years, I decided humanity didn't want me and I didn't want it, and I was happy with the situation. On December 17th, I got a notification on my phone and discovered unicorn fart dust. The hair on my arms stood on end. This I knew instantly would be huge, and as the months have gone by, I've been more convinced that I was right. Ron, you're showing up every day, good and bad, and the values you display have convinced me that UFD's potential is limitless. It's what convinced me to come out of the shadows and take a chance to create some art and images that speak to me and share them with the herd. I've had more positive interactions with people in UFD in 4 months than I had in 10 years outside of UFD. Wow, that is huge. I hope my merch brings people joy and sparks conversation in real life. But more importantly, I hope that person out there struggling that doesn't know what tragedy awaits them tomorrow and what they're going to do about it. Get some hope from this message. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Don't look at the mountain. Focus on the next ridge and the next shelf and the next handhold. Before you know it, you can plant your flag on top of the mountain, celebrating the rest of your life. Sincerely, UFD Corral. Well, UFD Corral, thank you for writing that, right? A very inspirational message to all of our dusters out there in the community. You are the duster of the day. So everybody join me, and we are going to install the golden horn. Thanks, UFD Corral. Hey, guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me in the basement. You are the most important part of the basement. Don't forget, guys, we're the meme coin. We are the cryptocurrency with the most unique origin story of all, right? I'm the boomer developer who had no interest in crypto, didn't like crypto, did it as a little experiment just to show the precious metals community how easy it is to create a crypto. And from there, you created this unbelievable movement, which is UFD. We are the community coin. That makes us way, way different, right? Everything that happens here happens because of you. You're important, okay? Make sure you're good to yourself today. Don't forget, we got to do the 3-second smile when I say go. It's easy to smile. It's easy to pass it on. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.